Hi, I'm Amy. Today's Pilates workout is Pilates for all bodies. Pilates can work for everybody, regardless of body type and fitness level. So today we're doing 5 key core strengthening exercises, and each one will have beginning, intermediate, and advanced modifications, so you can choose what feels right for you at this point in your Pilates journey. If you keep coming back to this workout, you can build up your practice. We're going to start with the Pilates 100. I've got a nice soft mat here, and let's roll down. For our first variation of 100, we're doing beginning. Let's inhale, prepare, and exhale, pull our abs in and flatten the low back into the mat. For all the series of 100 here, we're keeping our back flat. From this position, let's inhale, reach arms overhead, and exhale, roll up to the chest lift upper body position. This stays the same through all modifications. We're gonna pump our arms for 5 inhales, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale through the mouth for 5 pumps. Inhale through the nose, upper body is still. Exhale through the mouth, reaching long. Keep doing that modification or squeeze your legs together. Inhale, 4, 5, exhale, all the air out. Inhale and exhale, legs pressing together. Legs straight up for next modification. Inhale, exhale, 3, 4, 5. Legs are squeezing together in parallel. We can see our knees. 2, 3, 4, 5. For more challenge, lower down, turn the legs out, keep pumping the arms. Let's inhale, our back is flat, and exhale, 3, 4, 5. Let's lower to advanced modification, squeezing the booty, keeping back flat and reaching long. Inhale, exhale, 3, 4, 5. Let's lower it down. That's an exercise so nice, we're gonna do it twice. Now that you know all the modifications, we're gonna do 50. Choose the modification that you like for today. I'm gonna go for legs 90 degrees. So I'm gonna bring my legs up to here. You choose the leg position that works for you. If you have tight hamstrings, bend your legs in this modification. Inhale, reach back. Remember, we're only doing 50. And rolling up, we're gonna reach long. Inhale through the nose. 4, 5, and then let it go through the mouth. Inhale, 3, 4, 5. We're pumping our arms to challenge our upper body stability. Keep it stable. 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Roll up high. Keep this work in the front of the neck. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. Last one. 4, 5. Exhale, 3, 4, 5. And lowering down. Now we're ready to go into our roll-up modifications. We're going to start with a balance point modification. Bend both legs in, hold on to the back of the thighs. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, tilt the chin down and roll up to the balance point position here. Tailbone tucked under, C-curve position through the spine. Extend legs out straight, squeeze them together and turn out, hold and stretch. Create opposition, ribs pull one way, feet and hands pull the other. Now roll down, anchor your legs to the mat, slowly roll down the center of the spine, reach long. Now one at a time, we are bending our legs back in, holding on, rolling up through our balance point, C-curve, extend legs out straight, up and over. Imagine there's a beach ball there and you are not touching it with the front of the body. Let's roll down, anchor our legs to the mat, straight down through the spine, breathing and reaching long. That's our modification 1. Next modification, a little more challenge. Bend your legs, not too much though, and peel your spine off the mat. Go slow through the hard part. We are still straightening our legs out here, stretching forward, up and over, and anchoring the legs to the mat in a turned out position as we create opposition. Roll down, let's do it again. Legs bent, squeezing together, knees pointing straight up to the ceiling. We are peeling our spines off the mat, lifting up, stretching over, and rolling down, legs anchored. Next variation is our full Pilates roll down. Legs are squeezing together in turnout. Reach arms forward, peel the spine off the mat, keeps legs grounded, lift up and over, stretch, and then rolling back down through the center of the spine, nice and smooth. Reach long, combine breath and movement here. Inhale, exhale, roll it up, and reach forward, and rolling down, and reaching long. Inhale, prepare. Keep doing the modification that works for you. Our final variation for roll downs is neck pull. This is super advanced. Legs are parallel, feet are hip distance apart. Take the hands behind the head and sit up tall. Now flat back hinge. Hinge, 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 hinge. as much as you can, then tuck the tailbone under and slowly roll down. We are keeping hands behind the head as we curl the spine back up, lift up, and then stretch over. Roll up to neutral spine. Now we have our flat back hinge, hinging back, tuck the tailbone under, roll back with control. And then hands behind the head to roll back up. We're doing one more, rounding forward. Lift up off the sit bones, hinge back, tuck the tailbone under, roll down. Legs are anchored to the mat as we inhale, prepare, exhale, and roll back up. And stacking up the spine. So those are our modifications. Let's do 3 more roll-ups. I'm going to do a bent leg roll-up with feet grounded for my last 3. Choose what you like for you. Arms are going to reach back overhead. Peel the spine off as we round up. Stretch the legs out. We're going to move with a little more tempo now because we know the move. Legs bend, reach arms back overhead, and peel the spine up, and stretch up and over. Create opposition as we roll down. And one more time. Arms reach forward to peel the spine off the mat. Come to our stretch position. We're going to roll down, and now we are going into our bridge modifications. Let's start first with our articulation bridge. You can come back to this one at any time during the bridge series if this is the one that's going to feel good for you. Let's start and place our feet 2 fist distances apart. So fist to fist, that's how far apart we want our feet in parallel. Arms long by the sides, wrists are flat, shoulders down. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, pull abs in first and flatten the back without even squeezing the booty. Then squeeze your booty, curl your tailbone up into your bridge position. In our bridge, we want our ribs closed, we want our pelvis tucked under, our knees tracking over the middle of our feet, neck long. Let's roll back down 1 vertebra at a time, just nice and slow. Back to our start position, little space under the low back. Exhale, abs in, squeeze the booty and lift. Here we are at the top, pelvis lifted, ribs closed. Let's roll back down, upper, middle, lower back, all the way down. We are doing one more time here. This is our modification 1 on our bridges. Remember, this one is a great one to come back to if, as we go through our progressions, you start to feel any low back pain or get any hamstring cramping. Next one, we are lifting up to our bridge and hold. Let's do some hip dips. We're going to take our right hip, lower it down slightly so our hips are not level, then level out our hips. Let's do our left side down and then level out our hips. So we're doing right side down and level, and left side down and level. Let's do 3 more sets here. Every time we come back to level, we're pressing through our feet, squeezing the booty, feeling abs in. Neck is long and relaxed. One more time. Right side down and lift. Left side down and lift. Let's roll down through the spine. Now we're going to go to some single leg modifications. We're getting a little bit more intermediate. Let's start first, articulating up to our bridge position to start. Let's do a marching pattern. Fold one leg in, replace the foot on the floor, fold the other leg in. Let's do 5 sets like this. Keep the hips really still as you lift the leg. That's the trick on this one. That's the hard part. Keep them super still. Press down through the feet. Hips are lifted. We're using our arms. We're using our abs and folding in. Let's do 2 more sets here. And 1. And we'll do 1 more set on each side. And again, check in with how your body's feeling and choose the modification that works for you. Let's now take our right leg and bring it in. We're just gonna hold it there, tap the tailbone down and lift it up. We're doing 5 of these, tap and lift. And 2. Pressing down through the arms and the left foot, 3. And 4, let's do 1 more time, and 5. Let's lift and stay there. Now can. Tap down when you lift up, kick your leg up to the ceiling. 1 and 2. We're feeling our left leg, 3 and 4. 5, lift up, stay there. We are switching legs. Let's take that right leg down, square out the pelvis. Just take a moment to feel that left leg and how hard it has been working. Let's fold the left leg in now. Tap down and lift up for 1 and 2. So we're doing 5 times here. Tap and lift. 3 and 4. 1 more time and 5. Now can, tap. When you lift up, leg kicks up to the ceiling. We're still keeping our hips square. And 2 and 3 and 4. Abs in to lift, abs in to lower. 5. Fold that leg in and lower down. I've got our final modification. Here's our advanced. So we're going to start here. Remember, you can always go to bridge lift lower or marching if you need a different variation than this one. Fold the right leg in, reach it up to the ceiling. We're gonna flex the foot as we lower down and kick it up for 5 times, down and up. 1 and 2. We're reaching long through that foot. We're flexing down, we're pointing to lift. We've got 1 more down, 1 more up, hold and circle it around for 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Let's circle the other way, and 1 and 2, 3 and 4. Fold the leg in, reset the hips, press with the arms, fold the left leg in, reach it up, flex the foot. Let's lower it down, kick it up, point. 1, flex, point. 2, flex, point. Keep the hips still. 4, 1 more time. 5, hold it here. Let's circle for 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. We're circling the other way. Perfect circles. Hips are square and still. 2 and 3 and 4. Bend the leg in, lower down. Fold knees in and just rock side to side. Okay, those were our bridge variations. Now we're going to get into our side plank variations. Side planks are so important to do for core strengthening. It's really important that we strengthen the muscles along the sides of our spine. So let's get started with our side planks. Legs are bent and stacked. Here's our modification 1. Elbows bent. We're going to lift up, reach top arm overhead, and look down at the mat. So we have our upper body doing our classic Pilates, lower body's in a modification here. As you hold this, if you want a little more challenge, just straighten your top leg out. In line with your body, you want your side booty working here, so don't have your leg forward. Make sure it's in line with your body and just hold, 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 hold. That's our modification 1. Modification 2, still on our elbow, still shoulders down, but this time we're gonna straighten our legs out, keep them stacked, and have a straight leg plank and hold. This one, we're just gonna hold for about a 10 count, reaching long. We've got our straight line. We're working the muscles that run along the sides of our spine, feeling good, I hope. And here we are in our straight leg elbow side plank. Moving on through modifications. Now let's scissor our feet. We are having our top leg back. We're gonna be on the sides of our feet. We're lifting up to our scissor foot or staggered foot position, side plank and hold for a 10 count. 9, 8, 7, and 6. We're reaching long through both arms. 4, 3, 2, and 1, and we're lowering down. So we had top leg back on that one. Our final variation here is our advanced mermaid. This one I am going off the mat because I like to have a more stable surface for my wrist. In our advanced mermaid, we have our legs stacked and parallel. We're gonna lift up to our side plank position, look down towards the floor or towards the mat. Here's our top waist stretch. We're gonna lower our hips down, and now we are looking over our top shoulder, bottom waist stretch. Let's do it 2 more times. Lift up, reach, and then lower down. Look over your shoulder. Good, 1 more time. Lift up, reach long, reach, 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 and then lower down. Here's our bottom waist stretch. We're holding, we're stretching, we're lowering down, and we did it. Let's go to the other side. Okay, we're gonna start with our beginning modification, legs bent, knees stacked. Let's have our shoulders down. Pull abs in, lift up, and hold. Top arm is reaching, arm is by the ear, shoulders are down. So here we are in our first modification. If we want more challenge, we're gonna straighten out our top leg in line with the body so that we feel the side booty working to hold this leg up. And let's hold here for another 8 count. Just feeling our long, straight line here in this modification. Now let's lower down and go to our next modification, which is going to be legs straight and stacked, but still elbow side plank. So shoulders down, abs in, lift up, stack everything up. Everything meaning your legs. And then reach your arm overhead and look down towards the mat and hold, hold, hold. So here we are. Elbow side planks are not everybody's favorite exercise, but they are so important to do. It is great to have a modification that you like though, so do choose the one that feels good to you. We're gonna stagger our legs now. Our top leg is back. We've got our legs bent, and we're going to our straight leg, staggered foot, side plank, and hold for 10. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lowering down. We're going to advanced mermaid. I am getting off my mat here, so I've got a stable surface for my wrist, stacking our legs up in parallel. Let's lift up to our stacked foot. Side plank position, looking down towards the floor or the mat. As we lower our hips down, we look over our shoulder, lift up, reach long through hands and foot, long, long line. Lower down, looking over the shoulder. One more time, lift up. Side plank, lower down, bottom waist stretch, and hold, lowering down. We did it. We've got one more thing to do. We are doing our teaser combinations. So let's start first with our beginning teaser. We're gonna have our legs bent into the chest. With our start position, choose an angle that allows you to keep your back flat. If your legs are bent and they're out like this and your low back is arching off the mat, instead, angle your legs in enough that you can keep that back flat through your preparatory movement to roll to teaser. So we're gonna inhale, reach our arms back is flat, and then reach arms forward. We're rolling up to our bent leg teaser, holding here, lift, 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 and then roll down one vertebra at a time. Bring the legs in to your desired position, back is flat, and we're rolling up again. This is a great modification to do again and again. So you could stick with this one if you like that one. Next one, we have our legs up straight, or again, remember, if you have tight hamstrings, bend them a little, totally fine. Reach arms up. This time as we roll up, we are bringing arms parallel to the legs. As we roll down, we're gonna bring the legs in towards the chest, flatten the back, ground it, arms reach overhead. We are squeezing our legs together. I've got a parallel leg position on this one. And rolling up, meaning our knees are pointing up to the ceiling, and lift. Arms are parallel to the leg. We are rolling down. Now, we're gonna turn our legs out, lower them down to about 45 degrees. Low back is still flat. We are rolling up, lifting up to our teaser position. Tailbone tucks under to initiate rolling down. Back is flat, reach long, inhale. This is hard to keep that low back flat through that section of reaching back, but really keep it flat or find a modification where you can. Reach back. We're gonna lower our legs down. Now we're getting into our advanced modification. So we're gonna start here with arms reaching overhead. We have 2 steps before we lift. First thing, we're gonna squeeze our legs together, squeeze the booty, pull the abs in, and set up our lower abdominal wall. We're feeling it. Now we are rolling up to our advanced teaser. Lift arms up overhead, then roll back down to our start position. Legs hovering, inhale, prepare, booty is squeezing, legs pressing together, roll up. Here we are holding. Let's lower our legs down and up, as if it wasn't hard enough. And 2, one more time, and 3. Arms lift, and let's roll down with control, because we're doing Pilates, because it's controlled. Reach long and stretch. And we did it. So now that you know which teaser position is the one that you like, let's do 2 more teasers. Today, I'm going to choose our bent leg teaser roll up for mine. So I'm gonna do this one, legs squeezing together, back flat, reaching back overhead, and then reaching up here, holding that bent leg position, and rolling back down, articulating through the spine, and feeling the control, the precision, the centering, the power, rolling up, lift up, lift, lift, lift. Even though our low back is rounded, we're still lifting. As we lower down, pulling abs in, reach arms back. Let's hug our knees into our chest and rock side to side. So that's it. Those are our 5 key core strengthening exercises for today. These exercises will result in having a stronger and more stable spine. If you come back to this workout and just work through it and work up beginning, intermediate, and advanced, you can progress through your practice. I hope to see you again. Thanks for joining me.